You're welcome to ABC Highlights, your go-to source for the latest breaking news and significant stories shaping the country, the continent, and the world. My name is Golda Abahtai.
And my name is Nana Kwame Brobe.
Let's dive into our first story of the day. So, Immigration Officer Emmanuel Ofusu Ichampon, who is stationed at the Kaswa Command of the Ghana Immigration Service, may have prevented an alleged abduction at Kaswa. Now, a video circulating on social media showed, the alleged kidnapper's car, and there was it contained a pump action gun with 20 rounds of ammunition and a machete. Now, why he thwarted this alleged, abduction is because he saw this young girl repeatedly try to enter a parked Camry car with a registration number GR366816. And he was a bit suspicious. I don't know whether it's because of the kind of job that he does, or maybe his tingly senses. But he asked the truck driver to follow the bus. They stopped the car, and the girl was in it, another gentleman, and himself. And when he was asked who the young girl was to him, he said she was his niece. She denied it. Says, he saw a picture of her on the friend's status, said, oh, meet me here. We don't know what was going to happen, but, the case is, the police are going to investigate and we shall see what happens. But Nana, why is a 16-year-old girl getting into a stranger's car?
Why is a 16-year-old doing anything? I mean, they're young. They are going to make mistakes.
Yeah.
The responsibility is rather on the elderly, the old man. You are old enough. Why are you even chasing a 16-year-old for whatever reason there is?
Well, we shall see what happens with the
Exactly, exactly. But please, guys, be safe. Yeah, stay cautious because there are predators, there are people that are not always looking to do good to you. Yeah, so be careful and do not just make every decision without thinking thoroughly about it. Exactly.
On to our third story. So, the executive secretary of the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers, Duncan Asamoah, says there will be a slight 2% to 5% increase in petrol and diesel prices. Sorry, according to him, he says fuel products across the country, except for liquefied petroleum gas, are likely to rise, albeit marginal. So, LPG is likely to have prices sustained, or it will remain at the current level. But for petrol and diesel, we're likely to pay 2% and 5% more. Now, when he was asked, why are you telling us this? He said international benchmarks have remained relatively stable and even declined. Unfortunately, you can't say the same for the local currency. And so, give or take, what most oil marketing companies are likely to give all of us is some marginal increase in the next pricing window of June. So please expect that, maybe the next time you pass to a fueling station, you will hear that petrol and diesel has gone up a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. And just to provide a little bit more clarity to what Goda read, is yes, a lot of people are going to ask, you've blamed the Russian Ukraine war for the fuel prices skyrocketing. So even if that is stabilizing, why are we still going to see such increment? It's because even though, yes, the international benchmark is stabilizing, the currency is not performing as well against some foreign currencies. And because of that, we are going to deal with that increment. Yeah. So yeah. I mean, also it's sad because we don't drive, we have to pay more.
Those who are driving also buy petrol, Nana.
It's sad. It's really, really sad.
Everyone is going
through it. So yeah, let's stay in there and hoping that better times will come soon. And moving on to our next story. So as Santehine, the Thwarts the second, has started peace talks in Boko. So basically he's invited the feuding factions of the Boko conflict in order to reach a long-lasting solution. And he said this at the Mencha Palace Court when the Minister for Chieftaincy paid a courtesy call to him. And he said, yeah, he started conversations with the various factions in order to solve the issue that is going on. And he's also urged them to approach the issue with sincerity and in all honesty in order to reach a consensus, in order to reach a place where we are not going to see the Boko conflict skyrocket the way that it has, because it has caused the death of many, and a lot of people have been injured because of the Boko conflict. So it's something that's really, really serious. The Minister for Chieftaincy also expressed his gratitude and appreciation to Thwarts II for getting involved, because it is also very important when we realize that chiefs and leaders of traditional authority still have a lot of power and they can persuade and sway the tides to the favor of the nation. So this is a great working hand in hand between the traditional authority and the government. So yeah, we are looking to see some calmness at Boko soon.
Yeah, well, it is great that he's using his position, to solve issues such as this. So we're hoping that the issue is resolved quickly.
Yeah.
On to our next story. So a few weeks ago, we found out that legendary literary genius Professor Ama Ata Edu passed away, and the president has declared that she's going to get a state burial. He's going to help the family after they visited him, officially letting him know that she had passed away. He said he was pleased, they officially came to let him know the state will support in giving her a befitting burial for someone of her status. So rest in peace.
And I'm particularly excited, or I'm happy that the state recognized her that way, because she's a literary giant.
She is.
Yeah, for Ghana and the African continent as a whole. So yes, to all the readers out there, this is quite a big deal. I think I posted it at the time when the news came. So yes, we are looking forward to that. I think it will be open to the public. So yes, you can pass by to pay your respect, and we'll keep you up to date on when they announce a date for the final burial rites. And we are moving on to our next story. And this has set social media ablaze for the hours since it's been out. So a bank staffer has been arrested at the Kotoka International Airport for stealing customers 1.2 million Ghana cedis. And with this money, he bought an iPhone 14, he bought a car, bought flight tickets to Dubai with his girlfriend.
Oh, we're going on a vacation.
To chill with somebody else's money. And yes, so this 25-year-old is popularly known on Twitter as so he's quite popular on Twitter, and he's been posting, like, prior to this news coming out, he would post things like, I think it should be on your screen right now.
He was living the life.
He would say something like, ugly man making sexy money. The phone keeps on calling. And so yes, that is Manuel_the plug on Twitter. Well, the police caught him when he was trying to escape the country with his girlfriend at the Kotoka International Airport. So there's some updates with that I would like to read. So this person gave clarity and said, so February 2023, he buys an online course with a Visa card for Madame Cecilia. And Madame Cecilia is the person who owns this account and who's
the customer of the bank.
Exactly, whose Visa card was used to pay for this online course. So she gets a hint of the notification, debit notification, and says, oh no, I didn't do this. So the bank starts to look into it. And the timeline for this squandering of 1.2 million Ghana cedis is from April to May. And this person transferred monies to different mobile money accounts. And how he got the password is he used his phone to video as his boss punched in the password.
Oh, okay. To do something for the client.
Exactly. And then said, oh, so now I get the keys. I get the keys, and decided to proceed to steal. Yes, so now there are a lot of charges have been brought against him with accomplices. Yes, he had about 17 accomplices.
Ooh.
Some have been arrested, and I think about 6 are on the run. But the ones
this is the Ghana money heist there.
The ones that have been arrested, by the way, have been granted bail.
Okay.
Yes, but then he has not been granted bail. He's still in jail, or he's still in the cells. And as you're speaking, his Twitter account has been blocked.
Okay.
So that is the news of the bank staffer. But this is not an isolated event. There has been like a series of bank theft lately.
Is it that maybe the system, security is not solid, it needs a look at, or these people are super brilliant, so that, they can keep doing what they're doing?
You never know. It could be that the criminal is a brilliant mastermind, but the old saying goes, 99 days for the thief, one glorious day for the master.
All right. Well, on to our last story for the day. For the last couple of weeks, the former secretary of the Interministerial Committee on Illegal Mining, Mr. Charles Komo Nanabenin Onyawantobisu, has been in the news quite a bit. He was invited to, the Special Prosecutor's Office pending an investigation into, his former place of work on allegations of corruption. And he was invited a number of times to appear, but he filed a writ, an injunction avoiding all that until Tuesday the special prosecutor decided that it was time to issue, a warrant out saying he was wanted. And he came out with a rebuttal saying he hasn't won, he's within jurisdiction, so he would appear before them. Now, the new update is that an Accra Human Rights Court presided by Justice Nicholas Abodofi, has, following an application by the lawyers of Charles Bisu, made an order for interim injunction restraining the office of the special prosecutor or its agent from executing the arrest warrant it purports to have procured. The court has also stopped the special prosecutor from applying for further arrest warrant pending the determination of the substantive matter, and also publishing notices purporting the applicant to be wanted pending the determination of the substantive matter. The order lasts for 10 days, while the case has been adjourned to 22nd June 2023. So, in 2023, we shall see whether he goes to the special prosecutor's office or something else happens.
Yeah, it's a serious matter, but it's still a very developing story, and we definitely bring it to you. And that is how we wrap up today, guys. I hope you were informed, and I hope that you learned something. Subscribe, share, and keep up with ABC highlights.
Comment.
Yes, comments as well. Let us know your favorite story. Let us know your thoughts on the stories as well. My name is Nana Kwame Brobe.
My name is Golda Abadai. For more details, please visit abcnewsgh.com. Our social media handle, abcnewsgh_. See you.